Alright, today I have the much anticipated unboxing and review of the Bosch PS41 1/4" drive impact driver. And you may be wondering, how in the world can I do a review on a tool that I haven't even unboxed yet? Well, truth be told, I actually have owned this tool for about a year and a half now. And it's basically the same tool, except this new one we're about to unbox here has the upgraded battery, which means it lasts longer and has more power overall. So I'm interested to see how that works. But we're going to go over the tool that I've had for the last year and a half. And I originally bought this one to just do interior work in vehicles, small screws and bolts, stuff like that. We're not dragging air hoses across people's interior and stuff like that. And I ended up liking the tool so much that I actually use it for everything. If you've seen my other Ford repair videos, you'll notice from engines to transpans to interior work, engine work, I'm using this impact driver for everything. It's the first tool in the cart to begin the day. So I'll just go over this one real quick and talk about my experiences before we get to the actual unboxing of the brand new tool down here. There's this charger right here, and when it says 30 minutes on it, it really is 30 minutes. This thing comes with 2 batteries in the kit. One here, there's one in here, so you always have a battery to swap out. And like I said, this thing, you pop it in there, I think it almost charges too fast, but guess what? These batteries, they last a long time. I can go a day and a half with the same battery, using it for everything. Like I said, I use it for everything. So this thing's constantly being worked. These batteries, for as small as they are, they last. So they're definitely nice. They're the right capacity, and they add the right amount of weight to the bottom of the impact driver to counteract the weight up here. So you pop it in here, and it gives you that nice feel to it like that. This thing it's thick enough, and it's balanced. The head on here is balanced so well that it's just a pleasure to use all day long. You don't get fatigued from it. What you do need to even use this thing is a 1/4" hex shank, and that just kind of pops into here. You pull back on the collar, and it falls in. Let go, and then it won't come out. So there's no magnetic deal holding your bit driver in. It actually locks into there. And then the end, it has a 1/4" square drive for all your 1/4" sockets. But I must admit, I've gone beyond that. Like I said, I use it for everything. I've strapped on 1/4" to 3/8 adapters and 3/8 to 1/2" adapters. Now, of course, I'm not breaking torque on 1/2" drive type bolts where you need a impact, 1/2" drive impact. It's not that powerful. But guess what? There's a lot of like 7/8 bolts, like on front of 5.4 liter timing covers, stuff like that. And their 7/8 are larger, so I use this adapter on there, break torque with a 1/2" drive ratchet, and I zip them out with this. So it's got a really good feel to it. It's got forward and reverse, obviously. It has the little battery meter over here, which is really nice to know. And of course, it has the lights, the 3 lights on here. And I was worried these would actually break. You know, one would go out here and there. With all my rough use of this, I haven't really dropped it too much, but I throw it in my cart, stuff like that. And as you can see, they light up just fine still after all the abuse I put it through. And you can see it's been through a lot of abuse. This thing has had all kinds of fluids soaked down in it. We pulling down trans pans, all kinds of stuff like that, oil pans, and I kind of be mindful and wipe it off, but otherwise I don't worry. And the brushes and the motor in there has been just fine. So this thing's very reliable. The only con I have to this is maybe it could be a little bit more powerful, but again, it's a 1/4" drive. So for a 1/4" drive, it's very impressive. Very impressive. The one problem you may see online people complaining about, it's every once in a while like beginning of the day, I go and hit the throttle on here and nothing, and it will I'll hit it and be nothing. Hit it again and it'll work. So, but that doesn't happen too often. And like you can see here, it's responsive and it's ultra fast. So you get those little bolts and all that stuff, even the bigger stuff when I use these adapters, and it has the power. It zips them out fast, faster than any kind of air ratchet, definitely. So it's a great tool for those tight spaces. And we're going to get on to the unboxing here. And at the end of this video, what I'm going to do is show this tool in action, actually doing stuff, so you can see what I mean as far as the speed and the amount of power this thing puts out and where it's most useful. So we'll get on to the unboxing on here. I'll get that out of the way. It's got a glare to it. See what this thing has in it. This one's a combo kit with this drill right here. It's a PS41, I believe. This impact driver by itself, this PS41, a lot of times you see them for $130 all by itself. I've found my last one at Menards for $99 on sale. That was a steal beyond a steal. So this one at $129 by itself is the regular price. This combo kit I picked up for $149. So now I have a regular drill for work, and they can swap batteries back and forth. And of course it has the improved batteries. So we'll get on to the unboxing here. It'll be interesting to see how much is different. And I'll do some field testing side by side with this new one and the improved battery at work, and the old one, of course, fully charged, same conditions, and we'll do a little comparison. I'll put that at the end of the video here too. And surprisingly, it's the same size case, and they're fitting 2 drills in here. Let's find the zipper on here. Oh yeah, it's like brand new. Okay, it's got a sticker on there, so we can look at these side by side and get a little comparison here. I'll pull my shake off of there so we can look at them. And they appear to be the same size. This one has the same feel to it as far as weight and the evenness. Seems a little quieter. Of course, it's brand new. And the lights, of course, are even brighter, being new. Has that nice fine touch. So you can go like this, and you get the battery indicator, real light like that, and then you can turn the light on so you can see where your bolt's at before it ever starts turning. I love that feature, and I'll show some examples of that also. I actually love this feature so much. When I'm using my air tools, ratchets, impacts, whatever, I'm at a darker spot, I actually press it a little bit like this, waiting for that light to come on to line up my socket. That's how used to it I am. So it's a feature that I love, and I wish my air tools had it, but obviously. Battery. Let's see how much different it is as far as batteries. This one's definitely heavier. Looks like they're about the same size, but like I said, this one is that old 1.3 amp hour, whereas this one's the new 2.0 amp hour. I think they're both lithiums either way. So supposedly this one's a lot stronger and longer run times, and we're going to figure it out. And let's check out this drill while we're in here. It's not a review on the drill, but we can check it out. It's got some good speed to it. That was speed 1. It's pretty fast. And then it has your adjustable clutch on here for drilling, or your fine torque settings on here. Whatever you need. Keyless chuck, obviously. And I believe it's 3/8 is the size on there. It's got a good feel to it. It's nice size. Same thing as the impact drivers, but of course the impact drivers they're so short on here. You can really get in those tight spaces. That's why I love this thing. It works great for small bolts like these that are easy to come out, so they come out fast, nice and fast. And also for bolts like this that actually have a locking feature on them, they're a real pain to come out. They take forever. You wrench them forever by hand. And it still comes out nice and fast. And here's a good example where this lighting feature comes in handy. Where's the bolt? Where's the bolt? Oh, there it is. You can get over to it. If you hold it just right, you can have the light on, the throttle trigger just pushed in a little bit, and be able to find your bolt without it spinning. Either way, you can find it nice and easy. Get it out. And here it is taking out a larger bolt that has some Loctite on it, and it's a little longer, so it has some twist to it. And we'll try that out. What's nice is this has the impact ability instead of an air ratchet, but yet you can still fit it in tight spaces. Now the real nice feature about this drill is how it handles self-tapping screws. Something like that. How they go into it. It'll drill fast enough to make that bit useful on there, the self-tapping part of it, like so. And then once you get into the threads, it'll go into the hammer effect, so you don't over tighten it and strip out your new hole you just made with your self-tapper. Does a real nice job of self-tapping screws. I think the nicest feature, besides the fact that it has tons of power, is the feel you have for it. We're screwing into a plastic bumper right here, and I can screw it into without stripping it out and be, efficient and speedy at it too. Start going in, you start getting that the hammer effect of it, and you have a good feel for it then. It's nice and tight, and it's nice and fast. Has a really good feel. I like it. Okay, so here it is. I've used it for about a week and a half now. And the first thing I want to talk about, the new ones that they're selling now, these 2.0 amp hour ones, is the batteries definitely last at least twice as long. The other one, like I said, maybe 2 days I'll get out of it. This one I've been using for about 4.5 days now, and it's down to 1 on there where it's starting to conk out on me. So it's definite improvement on the battery side, and you can't ask for more than that. And also, what I want to state, if you're going to get the adapter, get one of these from Milwaukee. They're very high quality on there, and they're made just for these little impact drivers on here. And that problem that I was talking about earlier in the beginning of the video, when you hit the trigger on there and it may not respond at first, that is still a problem even on this new one on here. And like I said, it's not that big of an issue because it may happen only once or twice a day, and that's me using it for 8-9 hours out of the day off and on. So it didn't bother me enough where I defected, I guess you could say, to Milwaukee for their impact driver. Since we're talking about Milwaukee, I did have a chance to go to the store the other day and test out one of their little impacts like this, and what I didn't like is that it seemed like it was longer, so I couldn't fit it in a nice tight spot, and also if the weight of it didn't seem balanced like this one is. This one just feels right in my hand, and you can see the head on there is perfectly centered on the handle here. So I think it's mainly because the metal part up here, the part of the drill on there, the impact driver, is a lot longer and it's complete metal, whereas this one's kind of filled in with some plastic and some rubber right here and all that stuff. So it makes it off balance and kind of a pain to use just for the short period of time I was using it there. So still, I would say if you're going to look for a little 1/4 inch impact driver, this one is the one to beat.